Hello again, guys. It's Jed from Jed Skeptic Media. How is all doing today? I'm doing all right. I was just watching that crap last night. Antonio had a wee hangout with David Weiss, kite surfing or wind surfing or whatever you want to call it. He even put ads on it. He put adverts on it. This is how desperate they're getting, guys. This is what's going to happen because YouTube are now starting to monetize videos that are controversial, including Flat Earth. These people are lost. They didn't care what he did. David Weiss actually says anyone can upload these videos now. That's how much he cares. It's not worth anything to him now because you can't get the ad revenue for it. So it's not worth anything. And I was speaking to a guy called Marvin Sands in my comments. Cheers, Marvin. You've been really good, mate. And we were saying this is a good thing to put to stop monetizing controversial subjects, because the Alex Jones, David Icke's, David Weiss's, Geronisms of the world, they live off this ad revenue. They love it, and now Flat Earth will fall under controversial, there's no doubt. So they're going to start pulling subjects at their ass in all directions. And New Age is one. New Age, because then they can talk about crystals and stuff like that, but you don't want to go down the whole New Age bollocks. They want you thinking like everything's lovely, everything's great, everything's vibrational, we're on a vibrational level higher than all these minions that are on the negative vibration and all this New Age mumbo jumbo. Bob thinks he's the godfather of it all. And Bob was quite vocal in the chat about me. All the way through Patricia Steers' hangout. I couldn't comment in Patricia Steers' hangout. I could comment in Antonio's kite one for some reason. I'm not blocked. But I couldn't comment on Patricia Steers' hangout that she had with that, what was her name, Zoe? Be Love Now or something like that. I don't mind her. She was quite screwed on when it came to New Age, but she's still mixing with these people, so she's still swimming with the sharks, I suppose, or flying with the crows. But Bob, he couldn't shut his mouth about me. He was just dead.
What their Flat Earth journey is going to be. Are they going to go this way or that way? Are they going to do experiments? Are they going to get disheartened by trolls? Are they going, there's so many different ways that their journey could go, and it's almost like you want to like pull them to the side and say, listen, kid, let me tell you what you're going to face. But you can't, because that would be hope. The cat's almost knocked everything over. That would be right. Exactly.
Bad number. I mean, come on. Okay? Where they belong, there they belong. They're, if you think of them this way, yes, then they are. If you think of them that way, no, they're not. Because I want to see a ghost, or I want to see, But, so there are things that I can't explain, and that's fine with me.
What about your own family? You said that both of your parents are gone, as are mine. You were talking about helping.
Go to 23, all these.
11, that's just the one right there. Yeah. What does it mean? People say that means you're on the right track. The universe is telling you.
Where's all the Flat Earth porn?
It's 11.
Yeah.
And Bob, being a child.
The thing with putting meaning into things that just because you think.
It's all over on Jed Skeptic's channel.
My problem.
Grow up, Bob. You're lucky I can't reply. Look at this, guys.
The New Age community, as it really went extreme,
Blocked.
go to a goddess retreat.
Oh yes, potatoes.
In Bali, and
every one of these people.
My daughter was there, and she said it was when you really looked
Bob's
at
a big crybaby. He just cries about me all the time.
Bali in itself, but just the
Jed
whole
Skeptic.
community. It has much more to do with identity than it has.
No one can see that. I type that in. No one can see it. I'm blocked.
It's much more about dogma Well, sometimes
Bob's crying again.
Sometimes it gets out of hand, and I do maybe 10 takes, and it just gets worse because the best ones are the ones who are just once or twice, and then
Bob just won't shut up about me, man.
But then I get
He's a big
there's some good stuff in
crybaby.
that one, but then there's some good
Boo-hoo,
stuff in that one,
Bob,
but that missing
boo-hoo.
stuff. Oh,
Look
I
forward
have
to
go
seeing
again,
your
and then I
balloon.
forget
You are a balloon, Bob.
So then I have a lot of characters that I haven't put out yet because they need tweaking. But yeah.
It's like if you've ever tried to tie a bow, or men will relate maybe to tying a tie. If you just grab it without looking in.
Surfer dude.
Antonio crying now. Jed is the kind of guy you could go to say, I have a book in my pocket you'll never read. And he'd answer, I've read it already.
Melinda. And, what else is there?
Globebusters. Totally
I mean,
Antonio.
I have so many underneath.
Jed Skeptic is the Cry and Lie channel.
What's the one?
Come on, Bob.
Comes over and says, now, don't look at that, or look at this, or I mean, you can do that. We all do that. We send videos to people.
You did plagiarise your Celestine prophecy. That's why you're so butthurt and you're going on and on and on.
I'm not new right now. I'm glad that I didn't just come into fighters because I don't think it would be quite the same.
I don't think so easier. I mean, I don't think so either. It was easier back in 2015.
Thanks, Timmy.
I think anyway, but everyone's experience is different. Why I'm wearing a shirt that says Tiger on it.
Oh, I just like that there was something to read on there.
Yeah, it has no Masonic or satanic meanings. It's got boxing gloves on it. Eye of the tiger. I have no idea why. I just thought it was fun. Tiger, cats. I don't know. So
it's a cool picture. Hey, Stefan. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Bob's always crying about Jed
I really love your
Skeptic.
background. I'm really jealous. Those
Yeah,
rich
big
red
crybaby
and
Bob.
colors, and it's really
And
cool.
it's funny because they say bitchin', Jed's bitchin', Jed's bitchin'. Guys, you need to understand the difference between bitching and speaking up. If I want to speak up, I will. And if you want to class it as bitching, class it as bitching. If I seen an old woman getting mugged outside and turned around to my missus and said, there's a woman getting mugged outside, I better go and help her, an old woman. And she turned around and went, oh, you're just bitching, sit back down. What would the world be like? You need to be critical of these people. You need to keep them on their toes. Because they're just pushing new age mumbo jumbo. And you heard the joy in his voice when he got his donations for this balloon. This is going to be funny. They're going to aim the camera up on the balloon. What's the fucking point in that? What's the point in that? Aiming the camera up on the balloon. We can all get telescopes and look up. We want to see the horizon line. What's he talking about? So he's got to waste all that money on a pointless balloon experiment. And it doesn't matter how high you get a balloon, guys. It doesn't matter how high you get it. You'll never see curvature. Even if it's a ball, you'll not see curvature. It's just too vast. So Bob likes to say that I'm bitching. Well, to me, it's called speaking up. Imagine, well, you've seen at that Trump rally. Remember a Trump rally a few months ago? And there was someone at the back that spoke up against Trump. And Trump said, oh, remove him, and punch him if you want. I'll cover your legal costs. That guy wasn't bitching. That guy was speaking up. He was speaking up against tyranny. And this is what the flat earth is. It's tyranny. They control what you say. They control the narrative. They're trying to guide you down certain avenues. They're trying to put you in certain groups. It's just a total mess, guys. And now that, and me and Marvin Sands were talking about this whole, they're smoking weed, they're taking DMT. That Ace McLeod was showing DMT on a hangout and smoking it as well. And there's people constantly taking drugs, smoking weed, all that crap on the hangouts. And although I don't disagree with smoking or smoking weed, I've got nothing against it, but I still don't think you should be doing drugs on a live hangout because the laws are different all over the world. Same with the threshold. If you're going to show porn on your hangouts, Show it after 9 o'clock and keep it 18 plus and let everybody know that that's what's going to appear on your hangout. Then they show a 24-hour hangout where all around the world, it could be morning when porn comes on this hangout. It's ridiculous, guys. And Bob, you need to grow up. How old are you? 55, 60? You think you're the grandfather of Flat Earth? You knew nothing. I remember when you weren't even with Jeranism and you knew nothing. You were just some guy that was just learning. And now you think you know everything. You think you know everything, Bob. And they want us to stop being critical of them. They want us to stop bitching. Oh, Bob, this isn't bitching. This is me speaking up. You have to speak up against people like you and Antonio and Nathan and even Patricia. Patricia's been getting awfully vocal lately. Imagine Patricia Steer was your mum. Imagine Patricia Steer was your sister. Is this you begging? Is this you begging for me to lay off the critical thinking about Flat Earth? At the end of the day, guys, I've got nothing against Flat Earth. I've got nothing against Flat Earth. What I've got against is these new age weirdos pushing drugs, pushing porn, pushing all kinds of evil stuff on Hangouts. And it could be a way to shut them down. If you're showing people taking drugs, if you've got porn, if you've got kids, if you put all this together in a courtroom, I'm sure the jury would say, shut that thing down. So it could be self-destruction, guys. Maybe they don't want people to be speaking on Hangouts. So they're just deliberately ruining it for everyone. Because these Google Hangouts are quite a new thing, and that's what's gave Flat Earth a kind of advantage over other conspiracies, that the fact that there's a big Google Hangout movement within Flat Earth. That Flat Earth debates, full of weirdos. They have kids on it. The topics that they talk about are disgusting. 3chan's kind of tamed it down a wee bit, but all these channels are connected. They're all connected somehow. So Bob, I'm going to show my subs you're bitching because I recorded it. You think I didn't catch the chat this time? I did. And you think you can rip into me when I kind of defend myself in the chat? Let me in the chat and I'll give you an argument. You want an argument? I'll give you an argument. You want to bitch? I'll bitch. But I didn't see it as bitching. I see it as speaking up. If you want drama, I'll bring fucking drama, Bob. You're some guy. You need to grow up, Bob. You're a full-grown man. And the things that you say in the chat, you're so despicable. You're despicable. The lot of you are despicable. You make me sick. And I just wonder what new crap's going to arise out of this. You just wonder what new crap's going to arise out, because controversial subjects are now off the cards. And that includes Flat Earth. What are they going to talk about? Well, let's think. Alternative medicine, could that fall under controversial? Maybe. Or why not we get people to read fictional books, like Patricia Steer? Fictional books. Because that wouldn't fall under controversial. And I think Patricia Steer hopes that a lot of subscribers will come running to our channel to listen to someone read a fictional book. You've got to be joking. This is where they're trying to go. They're trying to make this transition from Flat Earth to other things they can still monetize. But tough guys, the truth's the truth. Money or no money. You shouldn't be bothered if a channel's been monetized or not. If you cared about the truth that much, you wouldn't care if that video got its monetization taken off it. Because the truth's the truth. If you cared so much. So guys, I don't know where to blow my own trumpet here, but I think I'm chipping away at these people now. I think I'm actually getting under their skin. And as much as Jeff Stewart can make shows and say he's done this, he's pulled their strings, he's done that, we've never seen Jeff Stewart. We've never seen him. Come on, let's get real here, guys. I'm the one that's destroying them. Not just me, my comments, the people in my comments as well. It's not just me, it's my comments as well. Everyone's reading the comments, and Bob and Jaron, and they're all reading the comments and they're flapping. They're like, oh my God, we've been fucking found out. They didn't care what to do. They accuse me of using videos that aren't mine, so they feel they have the right to copyright me. Well, Bob, did you watch your last show? It consisted of you going through all other people's research in their YouTube videos. That's all you do, is sit there and look at other people's ideas, and then you steal them and incorporate them into your new age thinking. Just like you were looking at my persistent contrails and RF theory, and then you started running it, but as soon as I started saying, I think you've stolen that off in my video, you stopped talking about it. Same with the Celestine Moon. You were going on for a wee while about the Celestine Moon, so I started researching it. And I came across the Celestine Prophecy, which is a New Age Bible practically to the New Agers. It's like a Bible to them. And it goes on about Celestine. So he's plagiarising, he's just going along taking little bits from everywhere. He can't have an original thought, Bob. He can't. He can't. They're total narcissists. Total narcissists, these people. He tries to throw his wife in there to try to take some of the flack, because some of the ideas are a wee bit outlandish. So when he doesn't feel brave enough to say it, he chucks his wife in to say it, or whoever she is. I'm not even sure it's the wife. I didn't think he even knew her when he started this flat earth stuff. But anyway, guys, I've been keeping an eye on their videos, on their channels. The thumbs down, brilliant, guys, brilliant. And we'll have a wee look at that in a minute. But the thumbs downs and the thumbs up, wow. There's one of the videos where there's more double thumbs down than thumbs up. We're dismantling this cult, guys. We're slowly but surely dismantling this cult. I was getting a wee bit frustrated because people weren't waking up to it. Because I could see it. I could see it from quite early on. But other people were still giving these people the benefit of the doubt. But I was getting too many warning signs in my head. I thought, I can't let these people away with what they're saying and doing. I need to speak up. I need to see if everyone else can see this as well. Or is it just me going crazy? But no, a lot of people agree. And you can look at my last 3 videos. They're all over 3,000 views in a week. So Bob, am I bitching or am I being critical? Am I speaking up? Or am I just moaning? Well, like I said, if I see something that's wrong, I'll speak up about it. I'll stand up. And what I see you guys doing, Nathan Oakley, Patricia Steer, Antonio, Bob, I see that as wrong. So I'm going to speak up about it, guys. Like it or no, call me a bitch. Call me a bitch. You're going to call it to my face. And that's the thing. They talk about labels. Well, they label people bitching. People being critical, they label them bitching. So when you've got men like me, and you think about speaking up, but then you've got their words running through your mind. Oh, he's just bitching, he's just bitching. And it feels like you're demasculating yourself by speaking up. You feel like you're showing female traits by speaking up. But that's an insult to women as well. By saying bitching, they're trying to compare you to women. It's a derogatory term for women and men. So guys, they talk about fascism. Caveman with his fashion. It's funny, they all come out at the same time with their crap. That Adam Joseph Doty, he is a weirdo, guys. He's just an actor. He's creepy. He's very narcissistical. And fair enough, guys, I've got a bit of ego. Ego's not a bad thing. Ego isn't a bad thing. Actually, people that don't have ego, people aren't attracted to them. It's the people with ego that have drive. Ego's not a bad thing as long as you don't become arrogant. Ego's a good thing. But these people try and distort it, just like everything. They distort everything. They distort nature. They tell you to drink your own urine. They believe that crystals have healing powers. They think that argon can bust clouds. They're going on about chemtrails, something that I've researched for years, and I've been in and out the chemtrail movement and took controls with me along the way, like taking them down. There was a lot of New Age garble in the chemtrail movement, believe it or not, because they were trying to say you could destroy these chem clouds with crystals. And there was a guy called Max Bliss. He was one of the leaders in the British one. And I was getting under his skin because he was in his garden with a copper pipe with quartz pointing it at clouds, saying, look, I'm busting clouds. And it goes back to New Age. It goes back to, if you watch Kate Bush's cloud busting song, it goes back to all that argon stuff, which is unprovable. There's no scientific basis that there's any proof that it works. Just like urine therapy, there's been no scientific evidence that urine therapy works. Who wants to drink their own urine? Come on. It's so unnatural. But like I said, these people like to turn nature and make it unnatural. Like Aleister Crowley. He loved repulsion. He loved perversion. He loved to distort nature. They used to sit around and eat crap because it was like repulsive, but that gave them a power. It's strange. It's strange how these people think, but that's how they think. So we'll see how this balloon experiment goes that people paid for. Guys, I know they got a 500 donation by someone anonymous. He was probably donating that to himself to get it going. And I've seen Nathan Oakley donate a tenner, and idiots, total idiots, giving their money away. But I've got to say, guys, this house of cards is collapsing. Patricia Steer, Antonio, Nathan, if you look at their last videos, thumbs down, people, the comments, there's hardly any comments. There's like 10 comments, 30 comments per video. That's had 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 views. And they've got 10 comments, sometimes 30 comments, because they're deleting all the critical ones. So all they're left with is all their little followers like No One's Flower, Ace McLeod, Russia, Joey Russia, all these goons, all these little, they're just as bad as the big ones because they bully other people as well. Whilst the big ones are talking in the hangouts, the little ones are controlling the narrative in the chat, and they go around all the comments as well. So they're just as bad as the main voices of the Flat Earth. But guys, we're doing it. We're chipping away at them. Bang, 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 bang. They're going down. They are going down. And I'm not going to promise you guys, but I feel it. I'm confident that by the start of 2017, the Flat Earth might still be around, but I don't think it's going to have these goons in it. I think there'll be new faces. They'll maybe start off the same again, just talking about the shape of the Earth, and it might evolve back into New Age and Satanism and Druids and Wiccans. This is what these guys are into. They're all into Druids and Wiccans and witchcraft and stuff like that. And I was speaking to a guy at my college about it, and he sort of laughed, and it seems ridiculous. And I says, well, do you believe people believe in God? And he says, of course I do. I says, well, why is it so hard to believe that people would believe in the devil or something evil that's a god? And he was like, and I says, as much as I didn't believe in the devil with horns, and I says, there's people that do. Simple as that. Like it or no. So guys, I've took a couple of clips from one of my favourite films, Equilibrium. It kind of gives you an idea about what would happen if this world became a New Age utopian society. And it is.
You always knew. But I, being poor, have only my dreams. I've spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly, because you tread on my dreams. I assume you dream, Preston. I'll do what I can to see they go easy on you. We both know they never go easy. Then I'm sorry. No, you're not. You don't even know the meaning. It's just a vestigial word for a feeling you've never felt. Don't you see, Preston? It's gone. Everything that makes us what we are, traded away. There's no war. No murder. What is it you think we do? No. You've been with me, you've seen how it can be, the jealousy, rage. A heavy cost. I pay it gladly. Who are your friends?
I'm wondering if you have any idea at all what that word means. Friend.
There's nothing you don't feel?
How about guilt?
Let me ask you something. Why are you alive?
I'm alive. I live to safeguard the continuity of this great society, to serve Libria.
It's circular. You exist to continue your existence. What's the point?
What's the point of your existence?
To feel. Because you've never done it, you can never know it. But it's as vital as breath. And without it, without love, without anger, without sorrow, breath is just a clock, ticking.
I have no choice but to remand you to the Palace of Justice for processing.
Processing.
We're talking about like a futuristic communist state, like a futuristic communism. It's strange, like a socialistic communism, where everybody, there's no war, there's no hate, there's no bigotry, there's no love, there's no joy. What good's life without death? What good's joy without sorrow? These new age hippies, they think they can take you on a frequency where everything's just joy, happiness, positive vibrations until they float away to infinity. And it doesn't work like that, guys. We're humans. We've got a lot of history. We've got a lot of baggage. And we're still quite primitive to a certain degree. So we for us to understand love, joy, compassion, we need to see death, pain, heartbreak. Because we're humans, guys, we're humans. And don't let these people dehumanize us. Anyway, guys, the battle's going to continue. 6th of October, I get to know if I get my video back. And if not, I just want to thank these flat earthers who tell me to stop using their videos for hangouts, for videos. They're hangouts for videos. Because do you know what? Since I started making my vlogs, I've had more views than ever. And if I'm just bitching, why is everybody watching? Nah, I'm speaking up. I'm saying what people are thinking, and they can relate to that. That's what you guys can't understand. I can empathise with my audience, and they can empathise with me. That's why my videos are being watched.
Preston, Brag's job was simple. To make you feel like you'd won. To make you feel safe. For years, I tried to infiltrate an agent into the underground. Until it hit me. In order to pass undetected into their midst. In order to be trusted by them, my provocateur would have to think like them. I would have to feel like them. But where to find such a man? A man with the capacity to feel who didn't yet know it.
But we've never met.
No? Don't look so surprised, Preston. Why should father be more real than any other political puppet? The real father died years ago. The council simply elected me to pursue its paternal tradition. And you, Preston, the supposed savior of the resistance, are now its destroyer. And along with them, you've given me yourself. Calm. Cool. Entirely without incident.
Oh. Shit. Not without incident.